This is Sherix Television Fact Check.
SafeMusicList.com. Royalty.
All right, Miss Salon Fambude Munakabo. Welcome to Sherix Television. Of course, today another edition of Sherix Fact Check. Like I will know, like every every now and then we will try for bring come to the Sherix Fact Check, and that's what they try for do again today. One of the things me don't find out about we Sierra Leoneans is that we need for be told about something over and over and over again for like really sink in with we. And in fact, not only Sierra Leoneans, one of the principles of communication, now for me, the message could be repetitive. We get for repeat the message over and over for let people that are able to grab the concept, for letting people that are able to get the message. And so today we're going to talk to una again today about something we una already know about. But it look like say the impact of waiting with government they do na Sierra Leone, when are good things the way government they do, it not really impact people then understanding and knowledge like how they expect, not to all man, but some of the other Sierra Leoneans that we need for reason out, we need for factor in certain things them as we go close to elections. And so today we're going to talk about a few developments them where the government of Sierra Leone, led by His Excellency retired Brigadier General Dr. Julius Maada, when the president of Sierra Leone, when in don't lead then developments there. Now, in the first place, I go on for register this appreciation. And I know say plenty Salon people then go agree with me that I want to register this appreciation that since after the 11-year brutal civil war, for let we get a presidential candidate where it run for the highest office of our land, where it run for that office there at the time we're in a candidate, where it campaign to we, it make promises, it tell we say if you not elect me, now this, now that I go do for the country. And like how we all know that politics is a social contract between we where they vote and the one that way they can campaign to we for vote for them. That once we don't sign that contract, then for do then you work now. It's like you get land, you decide for hire somebody when a contractor for like can build house for you. Once you and that contractor don't go into agreement, you don't give them everything what you need for able for build that house there, that contractor supposed to build that house. If that contractor not build that house, you get right for go take that contract then and find other person where you go get the contract for build the house. So that's how politics stand. Politics now is social contract between them we where they vote and the one that way they can campaign to we for votes. The time where they sign the contract, now the time where they go vote. They don't campaign to we before they vote. They don't tell we say if we elect we, now this and that I go do for una. And so we believe waiting and tell we. Now that make way we vote for them. And so now we sit down and watch them for see if they go do waiting and promise say they go do. So this na in a democracy, this na in a politics, na the social contract that one day. And so from after the Civil War in 2002, we then declare say the 11-year Civil War done at Sierra Leone. From that time, the democracy be done they thrive in the country. We don't see plenty politicians that they can campaign to with. But for the very first time, where we get a politician, somebody where they run for that highest office, it tell we say where they campaign to we tell we say if you not vote for me, I go do this, I go do that, I go do that. And we see say we believe him, that we vote for him in 2018. And when it take power, we don't see say most of the things that we promise, either I don't attempt for do them or I don't do them. Right? This is not the first time. And would I do that one day? Na Julius Maada. But it look like say plenty Sierra Leoneans they still dey inside that box. They're still not able to recognize for say this might also with the government and they can do something in the country. Especially when we think about the kind of government where they inherit, the kind way where their predecessors, whether the APC government, the kind way where they left the country, the kind way where they be done better the economy. You know, and let us also remember say, before APC they came to power in 2007, now SLPP take government hand them over to them. And that time they hand over that government to them, then they don't left no debt. They don't deal with the war. They don't finish the war. They don't re-establish all the institutions them. All sides don't steady. Democracy they can go steady now. So APC will get the best idea. I mean, that'll be the best time that one day when they hand over government to APC for able for them start developmental activities there in the country. But we all see for 11 years when they're in power, waiting they left give Julius Maada bill. And so today we just this is going to be like a series. We get for the go one by one. The areas the way we feel say the president don't make a promise and they don't achieve some of them things and they. So today we get for talk about them. And the first place we want for talk about now the Magbele bridge. Now we want for talk about today. And then after that one day we'll go to other ones there. So I want for my sticker as you see that.
Right, family there, as you see, this is the former Magbele bridge where the lead directors join inside McKinney town, beside the former president and Spiko Mad live. This bridge, recently President Bio commissioned them. Now then change them to PC Alikale model, the third MBE bridge, with a 163 meters bridge. Now President Bio self commissioned this bridge. As you see, these are the facts. This bridge, you see, a very, very long bridge, and they make a really fine. But this bridge will get huge constraints before, as you see. This now be the old bridge where people them they use, people them they constrain a lot by this bridge here. You see, this now be the old bridge. And guess what? This bridge now they lead to former President in town outside the east side. 11 years, ever make this bridge. But when President Bio come, I may try to facilitate them, engage people them wanna funders them, especially the European Union, for make sure so they make this bridge. President Bio not ever look at them say because they not to come out or because not to in strong goal they not. No, because look at them say this is not economic value they add to the people of McKinney. They believe that the people of McKinney or the people of this region, people who come on and the north, themselves as Sierra Leoneans, then deserve the best. So now I make sure say this bridge here, then facilitate them. A follow on through, a make sure say European Union fund them. First them, when they bring all them funding, like yuki, then they eat all the money, nothing not they happen. Look at the old bridge. Look at. You just have look at. This now going former President Koroma in Tono, who side right. This bridge and nine people them they be a death trap for people them they lost their life. But now look the new one. So now this is what they call development. Now this is what they call transformation. This is all about the new direction. And I make people for understand say it's high time we Sierra Leoneans them not want to look at waiting person they say or who say person come on, waiting at tribe, waiting at this. Now we look at how the developments and the solutions them where them politicians say they come with, how will they change with life. This like clear evidence say President Bio ready for transform this country for a better. Yeah, this will be the bridge this way you look at. Mind this. European Union and them fund them, yes, we agree. But why they not be fund them? They tell one be the 11 years na power. Why won't a President Bio come down and then fund them? Because it has to do with trust. It has to do with good leadership. It has to do with good governance. It has to do with discipline. It also has to do with what? Look at the old bridge. Can you imagine? The bridge leading to the main town where President 11 years ago in power, not fix this bridge. When we come now, fix it. So President Bio, take plenty thank you. Do more consultations, fly more, so that Sierra Leone will be a better place for we all.
This is Sherix Television Fact Check.
All right, and so my family, this now one of the areas that we want to talk to now about today. the Magbele Bridge, when at the PC Alikali model MBA bridge, the third Alikali PC Alikali model, the third. Now in bridge this, and so we don't name her now the Magbele, the former Magbele Bridge. So just like how we want to say plenty thank you to Mike Barrow away now the director of communications now State House now into this video. But just like how we all the say, this bridge here now the Magbele Bridge. Now the bridge this way where you pass Mashaka for go Makeni, now the bridge this way they pass. Right? Like how would they see the old bridge where they BME right now, like how would they see now? This is the old bridge right here. So that old bridge there, when motocar they pass inside, if motocar don't come up from Makeni, enforce don't enter inside that bridge. You will come up from Mashaka, you get for wait until them motocar they always don't come up from Makeni part, then can't pass before when they go inside the bridge because there be one lane. So now they bridge this until the same way for 11 years. Where Anes by Kroma and the APC would end in power every weekend, as long as Anes by Kroma they inside the country. Every weekend, Anes by Kroma they go Makeni, and I inside this bridge and they pass. So they pass inside this bridge here for 11 years. Where they go now their own country, now their own town. They're not able to make them. They not make this bridge. They not do nothing but that. We don't know if funding assistance will come for this bridge. Like I will know the APC. We don't know what they do with that. But just look at that bridge. Now, when President Julius Maada Bio came, just like I will talk to Dr. Tambi, within at the Office of the President for Infrastructure Initiative, we'll talk to him. When are they in charge of that kind of development there? Now then they design, now then they initiate design and make sure say there is an implementation of infrastructure. This is now one of the infrastructures there. So when the president come, President Bill, a pin for say this bridge here for make. Even though he not received substantial votes from this area, but once he became president of the country, he not look at it and say, oh, they not vote for me. So therefore, I know they make them bridge. Just like way Anes by Kroma been in power for 11 years. He punished the people of Kenema. For 11 years, he know they make them streets. The streets been dusty. A lot of people then contract lung diseases because of that dust would have been inhaled for 11 years. Then when rainy season come, told them they all over the city. Now they the mosquito that they go breed, where then grab them, go bed people, then malaria, they kill people them for 11 years. Where the excuse would be the give, oh, now the mayor will be in at the town, now I not be the agree for let we do this, for let we do. I do not buy that whole thing. When they say president of a country, you're not the commander in chief. You're not the head of state. If you get the supreme authority for fire, Alhaji Samsumana, what to make you feel say that you not get the supreme authority for direct say the streets in Kenema are to be constructed? So we will not buy that idea. But for 11 years, the people of Kenema suffered just because they overwhelmingly support the SLPP and they stayed with that support. So he punished them. So to him, he was not president of the whole country. He was president of Northern Province and Western area. So that is the typical mentality of core APC members. When it comes to APC members, they core one them. It is just the few districts in the north and western area. The southeast, they're not the border with her. You know what I mean? So, but President Bio is president of Sierra Leone for real. Look at what he did for the people. Right now, inside that bridge there, Motuka they go, Motuka they come. And they don't construct that bridge there very well with the help of the European Union. Just like how Mike Barrow explained. So this is what we call national development. And this is why we keep talking to the people that will come up from the northern province or the northern region. For me, they know say, this is 2023. This not to 1970 or 1975 or 1960. This is 2023. Times have changed. That mentality try the own again for say, oh, this person had the vote for her because now we all come up from the same place. Or now we all come on at the same time, or now my uncle, now my daddy and brother, now my daddy and paddy, or now we all come up from the same chiefdom. Now we all go the same school, the same college, so I vote for them. That term don't pass. When you look at the type of developments where they go on at the country, I mean, I know some people that talk say, oh, food not there for it. We understand. But now when I say one be no say, the thing we make when I pull APC in power, now that song go when I be the sing. Hungry Boku, Tolongo no go Sidoya. Now when I be the sing that sing day. Because there was no food. And apart from that, we all know the kind of government where they left give this government here. So this man they try. The first car will come, he say the priority agenda na be free quality school education. Now it don't talk say the priority now going forward na food security. And a man now make them call and talk and do. Because again, man them being them where they give the support for make sure say anything where you pull na mouth where you talk, it becomes a policy statement. And because of that in rubber stamp we get now in back for say anything where you talk for happen. Now the soldier man the way they around them, the guy the way they work with them. Now the in accord and they make sure say any side the president make that kind of statement, it becomes a policy and that policy must be implemented. All right. So the people of Northern Region, you have to rethink. You have to rethink the way we they do things. Okay? We not get for rethink. Now, let me even think about the airport because we don't just give interview to Dr. Tambi yesterday about the airport. Let me just look at the airport. That airport is located in Port Loko district. Port Loko district happened to be one of the strongholds of the APC. You know, if President Biobin can, because he get the supreme authority, just like Carnes by Kromabi get the supreme authority, we sack in vice president. Madabio get the supreme authority for say, this airport, let Ukran gonna bond, or let Ukran gonna kenema, or let Ukran gonna bow. They be get that supreme authority for decide that. Okay? Even though it go gonna parliament they go make this, that, but I know say if you use that supreme authority for happen, say one time. But he does not do that. In a fair game, the man they play. Fair game. The man believes in fairness because he loves Sierra Leone. He is the president of the country. Okay? So, we just want for let me know for say, this is what a president is supposed to do in a country. I mean, look at this bridge right now. Me say we're not to that area they are born. But it makes me feel so good that if me they live in Eastern now, I want to go to airport. I don't need for going to ferry. I go just drive motorcar past, by Mashaka, go through that bridge there and go to airport. So these are some of the things we need to recognize. The people them from Northern Region, when I need for recognize this, when I need for know this, when I need for know for say, when you turn around, you look at all this development. Now I make Alekwa my sister way. I don't want singular out now. But it in Maryland. I don't know which party be there. But all man be the few say na APC day. But then this BNT I see where come openly declare after where the two ferry then come. Now I see openly declare in support for Madabio. And they talk about what's now Lamina to Sanko. Now you are the talk about. You know my sister. I they admire you bad for who side you stand because now waiting you believe in and waiting they turn around and see. Now you they support. You know they just blindly like when they don't put blindfold now you face. You know they see that you they go and walk like blind post. Who say no more than care you gonna do they go. That is not what you are doing. And I saw salon people there for the thing. From the time we get independence, we then do most of our infrastructures then at the country. Most of the infrastructures that are so that we don't do. And we not get this, we're not good at maintaining what we get, what's in a public property. So plenty of we structures that don't begin to dilapidate. So there is need for us to rebuild them. So now make you see the president, when we talk about bridges, he don't build Boku. We talk about roads, he don't do Boku. And these are strategic roads them, not to just road where they're gonna corner yard. Strategic roads them. Like for Komombo, Tego Liberia, for Go Kono, right? We get a hill station Regent Road. Then we see now that Godrich to care road. Instead they go. We see the Matrujong they go. Right? We see the other things that we don't do, but we'll go touch on that one and later on. So this is Magbele Bridge, the former bridge where for 11 years where APC they're not able to make. When our angry motorcar they work inside, pass go, come down at the other side before the other motorcar they come. Now on a 2 lane, one motorcar they go, one they come back. So we say kudos to His Excellency the President. All right. So next, the president happened for going to Tonkolili. They go talk to the people in Tonkolili. Let us listen what the president talk, and then we'll go make a comment on them. All right.
How much people there? We go know how much source we need for B. We go know how much beginner they go school. They say we not agree per census. And the new money no more way can they not refuse them. We don't make airport. The whole world they celebrate. They say renovation. And obviously they understand what's in a renovation. But today we did here, and what to make we happy as a party, and we join the one there, and because through this administration make with the given kind thing there, now make Mr. Self come. Because for me, Tonkolili matter. Tonkolili matters to me. Yes, you will not vote for me, but I work for una. I make sure say una get the benefit of what you una forget. I don't get no MP now, but I make sure say that constituency, who side then one day they work, then they get enough money. So the law where they be make, now be 0.001%. Even that one day, that's small money they then be the eater. They don't bring and come. The law now we don't make. We'll say 1%. If we count to the people there, that and the community, now that make within a today. The last time we are going to Ferengbaya, that be 5 billion, 5.4, 5.5 billion. This was last year. But this year, they don't produce more. So, today, with great pleasure and happiness, I want to say, that community, other children there, that 5.5 we have been given now. Today, Leon Rock don't prepare a check of 20 billion loans. 20 billion loans. 20 billion loans. We know they can't go to the State House. Minister not they touch them. We they go give the community. Then get first needs. Then get needs in that area there. Bridges, schools, health centers, anything. Now then get for determining whose side then they spend that money there. And this year, now, this company, why we they support them, not only for establish, but for get smooth operation, and I go on for encourage Tonkolili as a district for support them. Now because the kind thing that what they don't do in the mining iron ore, no company no ever do. So I want for make una support them and encourage them. Because now they want for them one big English they they say beneficiation. They want for increase the value of the material where they put. So we reach here and they get more money. We go know how much people there, we go know how much source we need for B, we go know how much beginner they go to school. They say we not agree per census.
This is Sherix Television Fact Check.
SafeMusicList.com.
All right? And so my family, when I don't see the president, okay, this is what we're talking about. This is what we call talk and do. Okay? This no gimmick, no the parano, lie, no the, this is reality. So basically, for some people that we don't understand, because we know Senators the president, they talk, now inside Tonkolili district today, and they talk to the people them. I mean, and they talk to people that will not vote for him. And they talk to people them where they not give one great MP within a parliament where they support SLPP. Right? But it not talk say because the people they not vote for them, so it deprive them. And they always set this example on Kenema. Not so because na Kenema district are come out, but because of how Ernest Bai Kromah treats the people of Kenema for 11 good years. I be one for bring that video day back, but Kenema how they treat them in town where I be do a presentation on them. For make a present and to una again, let una see them how Ernest Bai Kromah be treat the people of Kenema. Because the people that not vote for him, because the people that continue for demonstrate their loyalty to the SLPP, even though SLPP been in our opposition. So because of that, he decided to punish them and not make them road. Kenema was now be one of the worst places then for visiting Telende. At least we get half roads then away this president don't fix it. And even the concerns where they show, you know, like the clock tower will get like some other streets that we don't pave, now the place there, that is appreciated. But here is Julius Madabio in Tonkolili talking to the people about the mining company where they did, the one that would mine iron ore in our country. This is what we call corporate social responsibility, and this now we call the way government they go into mining agreements with people them, with miners them, with companies them. That agreement for them in such a way we go benefit the communities whose side and they do that mining. Because the iron ore they come out from Tonkolili district, so the people of Tonkolili district are supposed to benefit from that mining where they go on there. So that English word we call beneficiation. Beneficiation are basically that if me don't come to you, I say something they na this you grow here I need them because you're not able for mine them. I say, but if I get anything from there, now this I will give you back. So when the people then they mine the iron ore, they don't let for mine and say the money they will they be the give, they don't they keep the money, don't go to 20 billion leons. You go do that conversion now inside dollars for no if not how many dollars are they. But 20 billion leons. And the president don't talk say like when you not talk and do, he don't talk say this money also where this company don't give, they're not the crown gonna state house. Even the minister of mines not the toucher. Or any other minister, even chief minister, JJ Safana the toucher. Okay? This money get for go directly to the people that are Tonkolili because inside Tonkolili they get what they call felt needs. Needs things that they need urgently for put in place. They get them schools then they get healthcare centers, they get other things there. So then they use that money there for satisfy them in a day. For address them felt needs then they. And this is not just the first year. So imagine if that iron ore then continue for mining at Tonkolili for another 5 years and every year that they make this kind of money. If Tonkolili then elect the district, the one that way they before the district, then elect the district with proper management from the central government, in the space of 5 years, but good development going to happen at Tonkolili. That is what we call national development. Okay? Now that one they will call national development. And another one they will call selflessness. This president not greedy. This president is the same partner for say he really love this country just like how he go lay down in lives for this country. During that war time when my man have been soldier man, therefore don't kill him if God don't be give a long life. Because he be there directly in the face of the bullets. He don't fight na come up, then come back and fight na salon and he be there na the actual war front. So, this man loves the country. We get to understand that. He loves the country because of everything what they do. Elect the country. So, Salon people them, we get to look at this thing. People them at Tonkolili district. Even though the president not go for campaign to una, but by waiting in the talk, I don't believe say anybody go there at Tonkolili district where you sit on the now they wanna get Methodist Boys High School. When at the school this way Ernest Bai Kromah attend. Now the school this way late Mikhail Oba when I been Minister of Education for the longest time in the country. Now that school they attend. When they not power, they not ever touch that school. They not ever renovate that school. They not ever repair that school. As Julius Madabiosi don't have power, he renovate the school. He repair the school. Okay? So this is not a president who is selfless. This is not a president that is self-centered. This is not a president that is selfish. This is the true president of Sierra Leone. You see, the country where Julius Madabio they do na Sierra Leone, now Paul Kagame they do na Rwanda. Where all man they talk, they praise Rwanda. Oh, Rwanda na the best country in Africa. Now waiting Julius Madabio they do so. Now Kagame they do na Rwanda. So if we give this man a chance, trust me, plenty things will happen. Plenty things will happen. So Tonkolili district, this is not just a message to una. Personally, whosoever una been seen up with the president they talk to una, where they tell una, waiting it be una the package, where they deliver to una. For let una able for help una district because of waiting God endow with una, waiting God don't give una district, una iron ore, whether they mine them, then they can go. This is the benefits we are getting back. So I think this is a very good thing that is happening. All right. So me family them. Next we'll get for talk about another thing. We'll talk about the presidential candidate for the All People's Congress APC, a travel kind of Washington DC. So let us see what's happening at Washington DC. All right, stick around.
This is Sherix Television Fact Check.
SafeMusicList.com. Royalty-free music.
This is Sherix Television Fact Check.
All right, and so me family, this picture on the see right now the screen right now. This now Samura Kamara and some people that we go where Acomnium, then go Acomnium, gonna, you know, they say it visits Washington DC. Now, according to the information we be coming, right? According to the information we be coming, according to the people that will be the report on him, that a go see some senators and congressmen now Washington, now Capitol building, for making go to tell them say the election at Sierra Leone for be free and fair. Oh my God, I can't believe this. You know, this is just feel like a they fit but where they no say that they have fit the big one, and they no say where the big one catch there and they give the sober slap. So before the fete they begin self, in they go report themselves first. But the point is, let us know if this man actually went to see any senator, right?
This is Sherix Television Fact Check.
SafeMusicList.com. Royalty-free music.
So this is a place where na a tourism center as well. Where you want to go, make them go tour with you na the place. It dey left far, you book appointments, then get tour guides, them people then way just like that, you know. The guy look like a little like a Latino guy. Latino that then guy that will come up from Mexico or where they get origin. Either them family they come up from Mexico or then Spanish countries that way they in South America. Now they then come out and come born and so they look like, right? Make a show now again. Okay, so this is how they look like. That guy right there. So then kind of it look like say in a tour guide. Now people in this way, where you don't book your appointment, then you walk. Now for where you go, you know a tourist, then they work out with you at the building for make you go see, you know, what you want for see. You know, they not to stop nobody, especially if you come up from another country and you know a political figure, the cable accord you with them kind courtesy then they. So that is what I see going on over there. Because up till now, I dey try for factor in if they don't. I'm not seeing any pictures. I mean, I have not seen any videos of any meeting where this Maya hold with a senator or a congressman. What I don't see now videos of him standing like na the Capitol building, he get steps then for go up. It's up at the step, then taking picture. Then go make like say that they enter the building, they see what they turn around, they begin to go the other way. So we have not seen, there is nothing tangible that we can record, we can put in our archives. For sure, we have to say, when Samura Kamara come, he meets this senator, he meets this congressman, now this they talk about, now this insane to them, and now this not their response. We have not seen that. And I think say, that is very important. If you are making this exposure, if you are exposing yourself this way for say, now this you can't do now Washington DC, and you are a potential president of the country, then we begin for look at you if you're not possible where they talk true or you're not possible where they lie. Right? Because we don't want somebody where they lie. We want to make sure say you they either talk true or you they lie. Right? So basically, we are going to find out, and you know, we get for check into all the tiers, so for let us know if the man, whether he is saying the truth or he is not saying the truth. We are going to look into that. But actually, where it come now, Washington, now basically now like a tourist, because I in Mandem, I did not see any other important American figure where they with them, you know, apart from this one guy. And normally when you camp at them kind of, not to one of them guy they give. If you get that much importance, maybe they go even give you Secret Service then. When are they for work out with you, you know, for able to give you them courtesy then they. But I not see none of that. So I don't know for what reason where Samura go on for make this kind of publicity. This is a very negative publicity. It's a bad publicity for him. I do not know why he wants to go this route. Why is he so desperate that he man them all around them, they don't lost strategy. They don't know what are the strategies they would for use. This one is very blatant and it looked fake to me. You know, it might be possible until we see that video, we say they interact with congressmen, then I'll have a doubt. There was a time where the man, I think I've been foreign affairs minister under the APC government. He came to Washington, D.C. He was given the proper escort. A countdown soldier man, they salute him, they open the door for him, the State House, he enter. That one was authentic. Right? We get that one day. That day be authentic. But apart from that one day, there is nothing else we can talk about as something that was that is authentic in that regard. Right? So I do not know why Samura Fise if for make himself this if I make this kind of error, because to me this is an error. It is an error, right? He needs to fix that. I don't know why he do that. Oh my God, I have no idea why Samura did that. You know, but these are some of the desperations that we will continue to see as, will they continue to go close to this election? You know, Samura wants to be president at all costs. And we not see anywhere, except if Salon people that will get for demonstrate serious you know, misconception, you know, or we get for really demonstrate for say we don't understand what you dey. Because the level of development where they see they go on as Sierra Leone right now, the level of development where they go on, the person where they champion this development, if we say we they go pull on a power, we put other person there. I don't know if we go do that kind of mistake. I don't know. But for now, this is what we have, and I don't know why Samura is doing that. You know, why is he doing that, right? So my family want to stick around.
This is Sherix Television Fact Check.
SafeMusicList.com. Royalty-free music.
This is Sherix Television Fact Check.
SafeMusicList.com. Royalty-free music.
This is Sherix Television Fact Check.
SafeMusicList.com. Royalty-free music.
This is Sherix Television Fact Check.
All right, and so me from them, we want to talk to you a little bit about, you know, the benefits of this airport we don't get in a saloon, right? You get beaucoup benefits. Yesterday we don't hear from Dr. John Tambi. He don't talk about it lately. Of course, that video they parole right now YouTube. If you go there, you go see them. But we just be one for, you know, expand on and small. We want for elaborate on and small. Make them just like I explained for we're able for elaborate on and because we get for make like people to understand. Because plenty talks the way they go around for the way people they talk say, not so majority salon people they not they even fly come on a salon, they go any side because they not get the means. We are a poor country. So what to make way if you say airport business not a priority. Wow. This is not some of the talks that way they come up from the opposition. They have the right to say it because this is what we expect in a democracy. You get right for voice your opinion. You have freedom of speech, and you know, say the president we don't pull this libel laws and all that and this. So now me could see man that the right 50 fata will get like the Africanists press them, and they do things them. It look like it don't quite small. I don't know what's they go on with them. But anyway, they're not be getting any substantive evidence for most of the claims that whatever they claim, right? They were doing the wrong whistleblowing. But anyway, so the benefits of an airport, right? Okay, first of all, let's look at this. We get three major benefits as far as we're concerned. Number one, the capacity of the airport now don't increase. We don't improve them, you know, because then we don't get an expanded airport. You know, we don't get an airport now where you know, that big plane, they all remember where they land America, land London, Germany, all side. Any kind of plane like that, they all go able for land now with airports right now. And 10 of them can able to at the airport at the same time, or even more, according to Dr. Tambi. So we don't improve on the capacity of the airport. Like how we know now that airport they not the ever lost power because now solar power, you know, high voltage, now they don't get them, now they run on. So like all the gadgets that were in at the airports, they're all able to operate from that power where they don't get them, right? Then of course a get fire station instead in case you know, in case fire happen at the country, they get a system, a fire station, systems we set up at the airports for able to go fetch the fire once. You know, they get VIP and presidential lounge for them big people, presidential people that where they can't we. I mean, because before na be a disgrace, when man they come out, you know, then get them small town there like they get one town what they call Fargo, na North Dakota. I don't visit Fargo one time na North Dakota, na the northern parts of United States near Minnesota them, right? Fargo na a small town. The airport will then get a big pass. The whole airport will be gets na Salone. When at the Republic of Sierra Leone. Small airport na Fargo then get, but the airport big pass we airport will be get. And this na the airport this way Ernest Bakroma make during the APC time, whatever they make noise motor. So when you look at the two airports right now who gets na Salone, you look at the one where Ernest Bakroma build. And the one where where Julius Maada build on bill. They give you a picture of how the leadership of the two political parties, how they think. You know, how they think. Like, that alone don't tell you where you go enter another polling booth for go vote. Just get the picture of the two airports in your brain and then think about that one day. If not to any other thing you think about. But just think about the airport where Ernest Bakroma make and the airport where John Tambi and the president they don't count. You look at those two. Then you go know if then two people then two parties how they think about Salone. You know, because the airports where Ernest Bakroma make could make so much noise about. There been small airports. Some of you don't live na you know na America, countries like US, UK, Germany, the other big countries there. What would they count on at that airport? You know, even people like na a whole country airport. But they make so much noise about that airport there. You know what I mean? Now this airport that we have, we can talk about it. We can now say yes. Because like the last time when me come on Saloa, America, I go through the Kotoko airport. Is it Kotoko? Oh, yes. Now Ghana. You go see Ghana, that airport today, how massive it is. No difference between the airport and the airport that we see in the first world. That's the kind of airport we have in Freetown right now. So when you look at the two airports, the one APC bill and the one where this president don't bill, they give you a clear picture of how the two political party leaderships then they think about Sierra Leone. Just like how Samura Kamara himself, who put on power, they don't talk say the care will go back to 1960 or 1961. Right? Why so don't go far ahead, 60 years ahead? Anyone for care will go back 60 years backwards. Because now you're talking in speech. So we have to look at this. So when me they go vote na Salone, this is how I'm going to look at things. Right? This is how I'm going to look at things. I'm going to have the picture of the two airports in my brain. Waiting go make way president of a whole country go sit don't think say that kind of airport where APC then build na the country, that kind of airport they the country need. How would that airport bring anything to us? So anyway, one of the benefits is we don't improve the capacity of the airport big time. So right now big jets and go able for land day. And so just now you go see competition get for candidate now among airlines. For Kana Salone, just like how Dr. Tambi talked yesterday, right? Yesterday, Dr. Tambi don't tell we say, we not even know. Sierra Leone a position in such a way that a very strategic for airline travel. Because for Commander Sierra Leone, go to any of the South American countries then. Where you see cross, that's all water when you see that Freetown. If you take plane, you not stop, you cross that salt water. That at the Atlantic Ocean, where they go Vienna, na South America they go. Na 6 hours, it take you for good day. Right? Then if you take plane from Freetown again, you say na any country they go na Europe, na 6 hours it take. You don't reach. Then apart from that, if you get plane when a direct flight for come on inside Freetown, go straight, can straight na America, we say na yaso. Na 8 hours, na it take straight. Okay? So, Sierra Leone can be used as a transit hub for Boku plane them. Just like right now, where they go, why they go Salon? Either I go to Amsterdam, or I go London first, or I go Paris first, or I go Brussels first, depending on the airline where you take. But you get for transit na Europe first, so that they carry you go up first before they begin bring you come back down. All right. So if now Sierra Leone don't become a transit hub for airplanes, it go possible say why they go Salona and they get plane directly from Wusa Adena America straight to Freetown. And then if somebody the way they go now like a Europe, or somebody they go now like a Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa. Now from Freetown now they take other plane for go. So we airport don't get that capacity for provide that kind of service. So that alone is a huge market. Because imagine if we get that kind of opportunity, and like how Dr. Tambibi they talk, if they make that longer area as a commercial center, build, like big time hotels and world-class hotels, big malls and way, some important stuff in the international commodities, the way that they sell there, and good restaurants them, all them things, and they go create jobs for the people that waiting at the area. Then it go encourage tourists them for Canada the country. Then it go encourage the airlines them for make Canada as a transit hub. So them man they think strategically, man. They are thinking strategic. This is what I'm talking about. Okay? They just go build airports for full people that after we don't consume money. But build something with a strategic intention in mind. You get other things there. So now that's Dr. John Tambi talk, which is so powerful. What he talking, right? So the airline competition now go there, but who planes then go on for go Salon for make they as transit. Sometimes not today really that they go specifically, but the other passengers the way they pull them are Europe, the other one the way they come out the other side and they all go can transit there, then they go pick them up from there, they carry and go to different destinations. So that is how our airport is capacitated, right? Then job creation, just like I don't talk about job creation, right? They create a lot of jobs. A lot of jobs. Let's imagine, like how Dr. Tambi talked yesterday for say, the longer bridge, we can forget them. He said by God in power. I just like the man that anytime they talk, they pull God in business inside talk. He said by God in power. Oh, ask about security. He said that same God will protect that airport when they don't build. So he said that same God they now get the airport, now go secure. I love the way the man talk. Because it's only God now they help you now. Because the country the way they na divine intervention we need. And if God don't give you Julius Madabio, trust me, in hand panam for let it do what you want for let it do. At least like a whistle, like a me waiting up here. From the time we are born. Say I grow up, I become an adult. I don't ever enjoy my country. I don't enjoy my country. Because either we live under one party state, who say would they see that they brutalize with family, that they arrest their care and go to Mafanta. Anytime we election they come, we know they even cannot turn. Na bush should they go. With the day na bush they went with family them. Na nets now they cannot turn. Because they all old people there. Then as we they grow now, we they try for down secondary school, boom, now they war come. The war itself come a dilapidatory so much that some of we became refugees. We left for Fete, we friend who said other country. We did not enjoy our country. So APC then deprive we. Because me they blame our APC because when Fode Sanko was asked by Robin White of BBC Focus on Africa on that day where a launch war in Sierra Leone, where Robin White asked him, Mr. Fode Sanko, wetin make you don't wage war against your people? The reasons then always give. Now blame APC. They say APC then corrupt, that they mismanage the wealth of the country, especially the diamond wealth. Now a few of the normal they get people that not get food for it. When somebody sick, they die. All the reasons where Fode Sanko give, now reasons created by the APC. Now make we get 11 years civil war. 55,000 Sierra Leoneans that died inside that war. 2 million became displaced. Plenty of them go outside of the country. They never ever come back. Okay? So you have to look at things this way. This is not reality. They're on record. We all don't see them. Okay? So it is about time for us to start enjoying our country. So like the longer bridge, if the Lunge Bridge don't come, that is the anchor right there. Because we'll get big market center on the side of Freetown. Then we'll go get big other commercial administrative center on the side of Lunge. Then imagine that is a boost right there. Like how all the man they come out America, Europe, then they go to Ghana, you see them starting to come here. Now then they say they watch one woman where they go visit Salon. It take pictures of we beach them. It take pictures of the islands where it sit on a big TV in America. It they talk about her. You would want to see that woman the way they praise Sierra Leone. So the airports now big time. It get beaucoup benefits that we come with. So not talk say, oh, not so we all the fly, not so we all the... No, don't look at it that way. Even if you know the fly come on another country, but that airport they bring a lot of benefits. People that will get money abroad, they want to go invest in our country, that airport now go entertain them, encourage them for me them come. And when they come, not to just Lunge or Freetown that they sit down, then they go as far as to the interior. Then they go Kaila, Kenema, Kono, Bo, Bont, Moyamba, you know, Karine, Falaba, you know, Kwenadugu, you know, then Tonkolili, Cambia, you know, then they go outside of the country. We sign no more than if you say, then get good business, then they go invest the money. But at the airport, now at the anchor, then the bridge. Okay? So we have to be looking at development in this perspective. So, my family, I just want to bring this quick one to now. But really, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know what's in Samura Kamara they try to do with all the pictures the way they take Washington DC, all that pass to the pass. First of all, Samura Kamara, you're not supposed for the work on foot. You suppose if you're not really a man where you know what they do, you for don't get a particularly escort motorcar where they go put you there. You work on red carpet, you get senator waiting up for receive you, you are into work food for food. When I go inside, we sign at your office, they talk when they go talk, you know, the journalists then take, some video, or when I come on and get a press conference, then kind of thing. But none of that happened. Anybody can go to Washington and do what you don't do so. Anybody, right now, me and me Pikida will get plan for go to inside June. You know, as a visit. Now the vacation time now, the summer vacations. Oh, go for go work at a Capitol building, but then just see what you don't do. So sometimes me say go take them pictures, and they are sending a salute talk say, you know, I get for go be president of the country. But anyway, Ibrahim Sherif, I want to tell you plenty. Thank you for your time. Of course, this is Sherix Television, as always. Fact check.
This is Sherix Television Fact Check.
SafeMusicList.com. Royalty-free music.
This is Sherix Television Fact Check.
SafeMusicList.com.